What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN USD. It is the 22nd day of December, and here we are sitting at about $0.0029 with 9.5 hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. We're up about 5% on the day so far, and that's nice. We do have what is called a bullish engulfing candle right here, and that definitely does promote the idea that we are ready to move higher, that this little pullback is over and that we are ready to move higher. I'm not 100% sure where I said we'd pull back to. I don't remember where we were when I was calling for it. Maybe it was the 382, maybe it was the golden ratio, but we pulled back somewhere in between. We stopped right there between the 382 and the 0.5. So I want to say we didn't go as low as I would have expected us to go, but I can't remember. Maybe we were calling for the 382. Maybe we went a little bit lower than I expected. I don't remember. But anyways, tomato, who cares? Here we are on the 1 hour time frame, finding a little bit of resistance at the 236, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Right? If you're coming up to the 236 and finding resistance, that almost always does promote the idea that you go lower. So I think a good way to kind of combat that would be that today, over the next 9 hours, that you close here. Because as bearish as the 1 hour might seem at the moment, a daily bullish engulfing candle would be a much more bullish signal than this 1 hour resistance that the 236 could be. With that being said, there is a scenario where, because we found resistance here, and at the moment we are finding resistance here, there is a scenario where we do work our way down to the 0.5 or even down to the golden ratio. So at this point in time, it's important to be open-minded and not get discouraged if we do go lower. Okay, that's totally fine. If we do go lower, we could go as low as like 0.0257, maybe 0.0263, something like that. I think we were calling for, I think I remember, yeah, that was the exact area that we were calling for. And I mean, with this is definitely a possibility still. So be open-minded to that. It's very possible this is the low as well. We don't confirm this as the low until we get 4 hour time frames to close above the red line. Until we're closing above 0.03 on a 4 hour basis or a higher time frame, I'm not convinced that we have the low yet. But this is pretty convincing. It is a good look at the moment. I want to look at something with some volume on it. Volume to it here. Let's see. Bybit. There we go. You're getting a little bit of volume. Volume is definitely increasing as you're moving up, but not a whole lot. So I really wouldn't be surprised at all if we came back down from here. Looking at the indicators, the RSI did get overbought, which is nice. You're not getting oversold, so you're definitely in a dominant stance with the RSI. Stochastics look bullish at the moment. In the MACD, you had some bullish divergence, and now you're coming up, crossing above the zero. I mean, there's plenty of reasons here to believe that this is the low. But again, we're not there yet until we close above the 236. On Bybit, it looks like we wicked a little bit above the 236 there. Maybe I should take it from this low. Yeah. Wicked a little bit above it still, though. Finding resistance here nonetheless. 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame, the RSI is bouncing off the 50. That's a good look, guys. That's actually a really good look. Stochastics bouncing off the oversold zone, and you're crossed up. MACD looks like it wants to cross up. I mean, you've got the right setup here. There's no reason why you couldn't validate this as the low and move up higher, even above this high today, right now. You really could, over the next 9.5 hours, be above this high. But if you find resistance here, if we come back down to, prices as low as 0.0284, if we get below 0.0285, the statistical probability that we go below this low is pretty great. Okay, 0.0285, if we go below there, the likelihood that we go to 0.0274 or as low as 257, something in that area, goes up tremendously. Okay, and then again, it would have this ABC kind of look to it. It makes sense that we might go down to the golden ratio, where you found resistance before and you find support there, and then we move up. Zebec has been anything but true to its nature. It's been very volatile, right? That's what it's been lately. It's been very, very I don't know what word to use, tricky lately. So why should it be any different here? 4 hour time frame, I mean, again, all these indicators look great. There's nothing wrong with it. But if we turn around here, you take these great implications and turn them into bearish frustrations. Daily time frame here, you are at the same areas that you've typically found resistance, but I think you've already seen that resistance. And again, if you can, by the end of the day, manage to close above yesterday's opening price, you get a bullish engulfing candle confirmed, and that likely cements this as the low. Stochastics look good here. Look like you want to continue to grow. The MACD also looks good. I mean, at the moment it's kind of bearish, but you look good, building bullish momentum here. I'm skeptical, but the indicators are telling me not to be. The indicators are saying, hey man, don't worry about it, we're going to move up. So even if we do move down, we're still going to move up. But at this point in time, I don't know. I want to say, because of the reaction we're having with the fibs, I want to say that we're going to go below this low. But with all the indicators, I'm just not there. The indicators are telling me, hold up now, don't expect that, expect the upside. So we're going to call for the upside. I hope I'm not jinxing it, right? If I am, if we move down, you guys know why. It's because we're calling for the upside. The indicators, I'm going with the indicators. I'm going against the fibs. The fibs would suggest that we come down, but all the other indicators suggest that we continue to go higher. So I'm going with the indicators here. I'm going against the fibs on this one. Normally that does actually bite me in the ass. Low to high here, not taking the fake out high. We are below the golden ratio. I think the next target would be that we get above the golden ratio. So we'll probably go somewhere around 0.036 to 0.0414, something up in this area. Plenty of resistance here. We'll likely back test these areas for support and then continue to rally. I don't really have anything else that I want to say, so I'm going to end the video there. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Zebec is ready. Zebec is definitely ready any day now. But again, as I've been saying, any day could still be a month from now. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. We start to see this recovery take place. But it could be, and likely will be, some point in late January, if not even February, before we actually see new all-time highs. That's my expectation. We'll probably see life before then, but we won't see new all-time highs before then. Late January, early February, something like that. That's when I expect will be at new all-time highs. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.